Your deceit unravels now. The pickup's motor sputtered like a chain smoker's last breath as I eased into the driveway at 11:47 p.m. 2 decades of vows, and Elena still couldn't flip on the porch light. The house loomed in shadows, save for the faint azure flicker from our daughter's room upstairs. I'm Mike Harlan, 48, running Harlan's garage on the rough edge of Elmwood, Ohio. This was mill territory once, before the factories shuttered, leaving rust and shattered hopes. My palms are etched with grease stains. My spine throbs from hunching under chassis, and my wife regards me like dirt on her heel. Elena climbs the ranks at Apex Corp downtown, striding in tailored blazers while I patch tires for folks who murmur she's out of my league. Maybe so. She's got the MBA, the six-figure paycheck, the elite club card. I've got rough knuckles and a shop scraping by. As I hefted my toolkit from the truck bed, the front door burst open. Sophie staggered out, cheeks slick with tears, gripping something in her quivering fists. "Dad," her voice shattered. "Thank God you're back." "What's happened, kiddo?" I let the kit thud down and moved to hold her. But she recoiled. I discovered something about Mom. She lifted a compact video recorder. I was using her computer for homework, and these files popped up. Clips. My gut plummeted. "Sophie, whatever it—" "Dad, she's betraying you." The blow landed like a crowbar to my ribs. With Brett Lawson from her firm, and it's awful. Brett Lawson. The name stung. Slick operator in designer threads, cruising a Mercedes, perched in a sleek high-rise loft. Elena dropped his name at gatherings, always with that sly grin that twisted my insides. "How awful!" I rasped, dreading the answer. Sophie's grip shook as she extended the device. A recording from last Wednesday, when she claimed overtime. They're in his place, mocking you, laughing at you. Reality skewed. I seized the recorder with frozen hands. "Dad, I'm so sorry. It was wrong to view it, but you needed the truth. She's deceived us all." I glared at the tiny display, thumb poised over play. 23 years of union, 2 children, alone, a foundation, I believed, unbreakable. "One more thing," Sophie murmured. In the clip, they discuss fleeing together. She's plotting to end it and claim half of all we have. Brett's lined up attorneys. The street lamp opposite buzzed to life. Mrs. Rossi, our septuagenarian neighbor, squinted through her drapes. No whisper escaped her notice in this block. "Head in, honey," I whispered. "We'll sort it tomorrow." "Dad, what's your plan?" I eyed the blacked-out windows, the woman dozing serenely above as our world crumbled. "Not sure yet." But that was a lie. Buried deep, from my ring-fighting youth, I knew precisely. I hunkered in the garage till 3 a.m., fixated on that screen. The footage scorched worse than anticipated. Not merely the intimate treachery that sliced like jagged shards. It was their venom. "Mike's such a joke," Elena's tone ragged and vicious. "Still struts like a street tough. Blind to the snickers." Brett's chuckle grated deeper. "When do you ditch the chump?" "Soon. My counsel says the home. Half the garage, support payments. The grease monkey won't suspect a thing." They shredded me for 20 minutes, dismantling my identity, our shared history. The acts were mere punctuation to their venomous roast of my existence. I'd crossed paths with Elena at an evening course 25 years back. She chased finance. I chased a diploma after quitting school for my ailing mom. She was radiant, driven, and somehow she spotted potential in me, or that's what I convinced myself. The garage hatch groaned as I slipped indoors. The place reeked of violation now, every corner tainted. Wall portraits of kin mocked like forged alibis. 23 years of milestones, celebrations, getaways, all on sinking sand. I brewed coffee with steadier grips. Dawn gilded the kitchen softly. Elena would descend shortly, prepping her facade of loyal spouse before dashing to her paramour. At 6:30, her shower hummed. 2 decades of ritual. Rinse, style, cosmetics, brew, peck on the cheek. Good day, love. But today it was theater. She appeared at 7:15, immaculate in a charcoal ensemble costing my week's wage. Her auburn locks pinned in that sharp executive twist she'd embraced post-raise. When did she morph from my bride to this enigma? "Morning," she muttered, eyes glued to her device. "Rough night? Engine issues." I scanned her features for cracks, guilt, regret, any spark of humanity. Blank. She filled her thermos. "Home late. Major pitch tomorrow with Brett." Her pour hitched briefly. "And the team." "Yeah. Curious about your colleagues." She met my gaze then, truly, and a shadow darted. Appraisal, gauging my awareness. "Brett's sharp," she measured. "Key on the Kingsley deal, I imagine. Pass my hello." Another shadow. "Sure." She brushed my cheek, routine as ever. Her lavish scent mingled with deceit's rot. The door latched shut, echoing finality, leaving me with raw clarity. My cell vibrated. A message from Jake, off at university. "Dad," Sophie rang. "You all right?" At least the kids held concern. That anchored me. I replied, holding up, "Stay focused." But I wasn't. I was a shell, unmasked as the punchline. Time to flip the script. Vince's Fight Club reeked of exertion, hide, and faded glory. I'd trained here since 16, first for survival, later for identity. Vince Russo, 73 and iron-forged, taped his wrists as I entered. "Mike, you look wrecked." Worse inside. I snatched gloves from the pegs. "Gotta pound something." "Spouse woes?" Vince, 4 unions deep, read the cues. "She's stepping out." "Months, perhaps more." Vince paused mid-rap. "Certain?" "Caught on tape." "Damn." He slumped on the stool. "Your move?" I assaulted the bag, channeling decades of pent fury through jabs. "Ruin her." "Mike, not fatally. Nothing violent." The sack quaked under hooks. "She views me as a doormat. Pushover. Lesson incoming." Vince mulled silently. "Need what?" "That's Vince. No sermons on morality, just aid. Intel. Brett Lawson at Apex Corp. High-rise on Riverfront. Got connections. Days time. I battered till knuckles wept blood, fury honing to icy precision. Elena fancied herself a strategist, me a pawn. Time for my gambit. That afternoon, I shuttered the garage early, staking Apex Corp. The tower gleamed chrome and panes, a taunt to the grounded. I idled opposite, vigilant. By 5:30, staff poured forth. Faces from firm bashes, who'd grinned while privy to my humiliation. At 5:45, Elena and Brett surfaced, entwined. He embodied my antithesis. Lofty, polished, suit pricier than my rig. They strolled to his Mercedes, heads intimate, chuckling, likely at my expense. tailed discreetly to Vincenzo's posh pasta spot, parked with sightlines through glass. Corner booth, fingers laced over linen like youths. My phone pinged. Elena's text, overtime grind. Sleep without me. Snapped their tableau, replied, got it. Love ya. Deceit flowed fluid for her. Observed 2 hours. Brett spooning gelato to her lips. Her glee. Absent from our years. Their exit. His palm guiding her curve. To his tower, the summit. 30 levels of arrogance. I slotted in guest parking. Eyed lights ignite on floor 20's edge unit. My spouse schemed my downfall in another's embrace above, while I plotted below. Vince's dossier shown. Brett Lawson, 41, twice split, alimony draining, cards buried, Mercedes payments lapsed. Facade of triumph, all vapor, better least pad. Manager Vince's kinsboy, Nico Moretti, indebted from reckless days. Brett's boasting about his conquest. Nico spilled over pints at O'Leary's. Claims she'll dump you, wed him, scum. More! Cameras half busted, spare key under faux stone by the cascade. Spotted him stash it, sloshed. Tucked for later. Initial strike, subtle. Knew Elena's habits cold. Tuesdays, nails at Glamour Haven. Proprietor Mrs. Lee. Rumor mill incarnate. Drop by Monday with blooms. For the missus, I told Mrs. Lee. Milestone tomorrow. Mrs. Lee glowed. 23 years? She raves about you. Does she? I sighed wistfully. What tales? Your grind, her pride. Mrs. Lee's beam wavered. She. Content, seed sown. Hopeful. Worry she's sidetracked, perhaps by others. Left the bouquet, igniting whispers. By dusk Tuesday, whispers would ripple. Tuesday eve shadowed Elena and Brett to his lair. Infiltrated this time. Security lax. Nico's card granted service lift access. Ascended to 20. Corridor hushed in plush crimson. Key precisely placed. No theft, no wreckage, just chaos. Cologne to bin, ties to icebox. Swapped Joe for decaf. Petty mind games. Plus planted. Mini recorder. Sound triggered. Stashed by bedstand. Their schemes. Mine to capture. Out before apps arrived. Dawn after Elena subdued at breakfast. All right, I probed. Exhausted. Pitch go well? Solid, Brett led. Pause. He seemed scattered. Masked grin in mug. Personal demons, maybe. Perhaps. Later fetched recorder. Audio treasure. Brett griping oddities. Elena's soothing. Then blueprints of my demise. Garage undervalued by Mike. Elena's chill calculus. Poured his ledgers. Timed right. Half mine. Blindside him. Kids? Sophie'll grasp. Jake's glued to screens. Fine. Laughter, blade sharp. Mike, he'll brood, swig bruise, fold. Too dim for counter. Error, darling. Fatal. Week-long dossier. Snaps of duo. Bills for trysts during lates. Logs of endless messages. But sowed seeds too. Mrs. Rossi first, blocks whisper queen. Nabbed her at post, Wednesday morn. Lovely day, Mrs. Rossi. Hey, Mike, Elena well. Swamped, endless eves, dramatic exhale. Wonder if she's fulfilled. Her gaze ignited. Meaning? Nothing concrete. Distant, device bound elsewhere. Shrug. Stress likely. Union's labor, she clucked, gears churning. By lunch, circuits buzzed with Harlan marital woes. Thursday strike, new duo at his. Pattern set. Summit gym, 15th floor, shuts 10. Waited 10:30, service up, Empty space, panoramic glass overlooking city, and Brett's suite below. Rigged lens from Vince's kin, event shooter. Vantage ideal, curtains wide, illumination bold. Thought untouchable in their airy. Mistaken. Captured all. Career-ending frames, reputational bombs. Legal, leverage pure. Friday morn, duped prints town-wide. Stashed for climax. Afternoon, Brett ill. Tummy bug, Helena dined. Rough streak. Awful. Steak slicing. Dark time? Maybe. Recorder contradicted. Brett unhinged. Stalked sensation. Tampering. Elena irked by his frenzy. Ideal. Fracture them. Saturday morn, Sophie cornered me mid-misses. Lawson's sedan fix. Dad chat? Rag-wiped hands. Shoot. Mom's quizzing odd. Your behavior. Snooping her things. Work probes. Whisper. If you've mentioned Brett. Ice in veins. Your reply? Feigned ignorance. But Dad, she suspects you suspect. Pivot point. Acceleration risk. Sophie favor. Normalcy with her. No hint of our talks. Possible? Your scheme? I'd my girl 21 war's collateral. Shield us by preempting her strike. Long pause. She wounded you deep. Yeah. Then proceed. Just stay you. Too late. Naive truster, vow believer. Buried. Emerged. Forged. Astute. Merciless. Elena craved conflict. Challenge accepted. Sunday supper once hallowed. Kin bond. No screens. No shop chat. Now siege. Jake home weekend. Eyeing Elena and me. Tension thick, though unexplained. Sophie toyed peas. Gaze averted. So, Elena sliced fowl meticulously. Mrs. Lee said you dropped blooms at salon. Anniversary nod. Ours is March. Aware. Locked eyes. Reflecting our evolution. Flicker. Evolved how? Shared all once. Now parallel existences. Jake surfaced from screen. Divorcing. Air thickened. Sophie blanched. Elena's utensil halted. No. Swift. Dad's theatrical. Am I? Chill smile. You're alien now, Elena. Imposter in my partner's skin. Mike, recall our meet. Your authenticity. Where's she? Elena lowered fork. I evolved. Ambitious. Success, some say. Others, soul trade. Room chilled. Kids swapped looks. Later, Elena clipped. Why, family? Swept table. Unless secrets lurk. Elena paled, flushed. Implying? I know Brett. Explosion. Jake gaped. Sophie shut lids. Elena froze. Whatever you... Months of intimacy. Divorce plot, half-grab. Your duo's mockery of my pathos. Elena bolted up. Kids up. No. Quiet command. They merit truth. Mother's essence. You scum. Sit. Tone compelled compliance. Drew envelope from Co. Shots. Casual. Via Brett's pain. Poetic. Elena wilted. Mike mercy. Recordings. Your schemes. Dad. Jake hushed. Bills, receipts, logs. Fanned proof like aces. 23 years to this. Elena sobbed raw. Sorry, so sorry. Not truly. Exposure regret. Rose. Overlooking my life's love. Plan pack exit tonight. Brett's siblings irrelevant. Not here. My home too. Deed's mine. Recall? Career trumped tedium. Her expression. Priceless recompense. Impossible. Whisper. Observe. To kids. Jake, Sophie. Sorry, witnessed. Not for defense. Jake nodded. You good? Will be. Sophie hugged me. Tears. Proud. Elena stunned. Sophie, no. Mom, just no. Steel soft. Your choice. Don't villainize Dad. Opened entry. Bag. Now. She ascended stumbling, descended packed, poise shredded. Threshold turn. Not finished. It is. Unaware yet. Wordless departure. Shut portal. Slumped against. Drained. Dad, Jake Small. Next, eyed true kin. Reconstruct. Monday dawn. Garage by 6. Wrenching on Tim Kingsley's Mustang when texts flooded unknowns. Wife tale true? Pick scene. Hang tough. Elena's scum. Better off? Grim grin. Mrs. Rossi's web outpaced digital. By 10, town half informed. Noon. Full. Elmwood small. Dirt flew swift. Cell rang. Vince amused. Mike, your handiwork? Truth out. It's sprinting. Brett absent. Threats from ring crew. Unrequested. Ungrudged. More. Nico says Brett's fleeing pad. Unsafe vibes. Pity. Advice. Hit hard. No recovery window. Wise. Elena cunning. Fierce. Breathing room. She'd retaliate. Phase 2. Lunch at Apex. Lobby opulent. Daunting. Desk girl glossy blonde. For Mr. Caldwell. Elena Harlan. Appointment? Staff impropriety. He'll listen. Minutes later, opposite Caldwell. Ops Veep. Elena's overseer. Reputation zealot. Mr. Harlan? Slid envelope. Wife. Brett Lawson affair. Condo shots. Firm's concern. Caldwell peaked. Ashen. Lord. Plus tapes leaking firm secrets. Kingsley intel shared. Fib, but effective. Catastrophe. Rifled images. Queasy. Not suing vengeful. Soft. Just alert. Appreciated. Internal. Bet. Exited knowing pink slips by close. Drive home. Sell. Elena frantic. You bastard. Axed us both. Tragic. Pretris ponder. Sue you bear. With what counsel? Jobless. Town blackball. Click. Grinned onward. Evening. Brett doorstep 8. Haggard. Sleepless. Talk. No. Door swing. He braced. 5 mins. Reluctant admit. He scanned Humbledon newbie-like. Cozy. Skip BS. Want? Leash your hounds. Threats, tails, car scars. Overboard. Unbidden. You ignited. Glared at marriage wrecker. Self-ruined. I broadcast. Sorry. Unintended escalation. Choices made. He raked coiffed locks. Cash? Buy peace. No. Advanced. He retreated. Years we'd softened me, but core street brawler lingered. Vanish low. Tonight, gone. Can't, can, bag wheels, drive till anonymous, reform. Or, smile feral. Worsens, severely, long stare nod. Not who I pegged. Indeed. Wordless exit. Dawn. Unit bare. Mercedes vanished. Unfelled. Elena endured 3 days pre-crawl. Garage, engine overhaul. Her Lexus rolled in. Strain etched, polish cracked. Mike converse. No. Error mine. Election yours. Unlifted gaze. Repeated, monthly, pattern. Nearer scent once intoxicating, now mournful. Pain acknowledged. Pain? Forgotten dates. Fatigue. Yours. Treason. 23 years trashed for thrills. Not so. Illuminate. Unpack how my love, kid's mom, alienates. Tears genuine. Felt erased, just Mike's spouse. Brett spotlighted me. Spotlighted you decades. Safe, yes. Not vital. Gut punch. My blame. Not claiming. Sounds it. Dropped tool. Assessed. Couture. Facade. When lost. Homeward. Not yours. Mike beg. Therapy. Anything. Want original you. Joke laugher. Grease blind. Vanished years. Crumple. She's here. No. Mask. Pass to house. Threshold pivot. Papers weak. No fight. Kids? Grown. Choose. Shop home. Mine always. Independence won. Enjoy. Inside locked. Window watch. 20-minute weep, then gone. Vanished forever. Divorce sealed 6 weeks. Uncontested, lawyerless, town tainted. Cleveland move. Lesser firm. Restart. Brett. Whispers west or south. Indifferent. Absent. Kids resilient. Jake degreed. Windy City gig. Sophie nearer campus. Eye on you. Unneeded. Wanted. Mrs. Rossi waves daily. Whispers shifted, but Harlan saga lingers. Hero or destroyer. Teller dependent. Truth mine. 6 months post. Shop close. Woman entered. 40s. Chestnut tresses. Faded denim sweater. Mike Harlan? Depends. Smile authentic. I'm Lisa Bennett. Ride died mile back. AAA hailed you top wrench. Did they? Well, soul open, but optimistic. Smiled back. Model? Civic 818 quit. Inspect. Strolled idle chat. Teacher. Split. Childless. Town newbie post-collapse. Cheater? Hood up. Betting. Squandered home. Nest egg. Shrug. Life bites. Rise or fall. Chose. Present. Alternator fried. Mendable. She perched crate. Spun yarns of pupils. Shoebox flat. Pup dreams. You? Wed. Fresh split. Regrets? No. Wrong match decades. Late awareness beats none. Sunset finish. Insisted full pay parts only bill. Query. Carside. Sure. Dinner sometime? Casual. Eyed her. Candid. Unadorned. Essence Elena lacked. Spark absent years. Optimism. Yes. Smile departure. Dusk vigil. Musing redos. Fresh starts. Elena aimed annihilation. Strip all. Instead, liberated from rot. Restore dignity. Vigor. Horizon. Ruin bid. Salvation gift. Irony exquisite. Shop secured. Homeward to non-void space. Tomorrow, Lisa call meal. Chapter launch. Tonight, porch perch, brew sip. Muse how peak vengeance is thriving. Elena wagered on Charmer. Forfeited. Solo in Alienberg. Midlife regrets. Me. Hometown rooted. Esteemed. Kids affection. Luminous ahead. Her play, bust. Mine, jackpot.